OpenAI just dropped GPT Image 2, and I had both GPT Image 2 and Nano Banana 2 generate the same picture of a GoPro style shot of snorkeling in the Maldives. But I think you can see which one is by far the best, and that's definitely this one, especially if we zoom in on like the coral. The details are insane. This one is ChatGPT, and this one is Nano Banana. In this video, I have 20 ways to actually turn GPT-2 into making money, and these are going to be real services and use cases that we can actually start printing with today. Before we get into that, this is the site that I'm using if you haven't seen my other videos, kie.ai. So all this is it's basically like a marketplace where they're using their credentials from other platforms and kind of hosting them all in one place. We have access to pretty much every video model, Dance, Kling. For image, we have GPT-2, Nano Banana 2, Flux, and all the rest. And this is the prompt that I used to generate the image. Ultra realistic underwater photo of a man snorkeling in crystal clear turquoise water in the Maldives. Vibrant coral reef, tropical fish swimming around him, sunlight rays, white sand, GoPro style shot, incredibly vivid colors. So I would have to say this did a pretty good job. And this is the GPT Image 2 model. Now, the one thing I will say about GPT Image 2 compared to Nano Banana, as of right now through kie.ai, you can't upload reference images, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm sure they'll be adding that soon considering this just came out. However, if we look at Nano Banana 2, we can upload reference images. And another tip, make sure you use 2K when you're generating these images. You don't want to use 1K, otherwise the quality will just be really crappy. This is another comparison I just wanted to show you before we actually get into the money. I asked it to generate a handwritten letter from a mother, and these look extremely realistic. And it's scary because if we start to think about what this could mean for IDs, for example, or anything where you'd need to actually write a signature or have some kind of image of a signature or identification, we could clearly see that there's going to be massive problems with this in the future. What's interesting is there are certain images or types of images where Nano Banana actually does a better job, in my opinion, than GPT-2. Like, this is a perfect example. The writing on this note, insanely realistic. Now, if we look what GPT-2 created, it's still very realistic, but you can tell there's kind of a consistency in the pattern. Whereas if we go to this image by Nano Banana, this genuinely looks like someone just wrote this. I mean, the indentations, the level of detail is absolutely insane. Now let's actually get into how to turn these into money. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk through different use cases, and then we're going to compare and see who performs the best. First one is meta ad creatives. I said that you can charge $500 a client. I have a friend of mine who's making 2 to 3K a month simply uploading very simple images and videos for e-com brands. The prompt here was a 28-year-old fit woman in athletic wear holding a black supplement bottle labeled lean fuel. And then in the prompt, we also wanted a text overlay for lose 10 pounds in 30 days. I really like this one. It's super, super clean. This one, I think we can tell, right? The details just, it still looks a bit AI when you zoom in on the face. But whereas with this one, I mean, this just kind of looks like any Instagram girl who uses a face filter app to make her pictures look better, right? So this one I think is actually passable as legit. The next one's going to be UGC style ads. And I've actually seen image ads like this perform as well for brands. And although these are 9:16, you can use these images as reference images when you use a video model to then go and actually create the video ad. This is the kind of content you're going to see all over TikTok. And there's actually a brand called, I believe it's called The Ordinary something. But you can see with this one, I didn't even prompt that. The prompt was just hold up a small glass serum bottle close to the camera. And Nano Banana actually included the whole TikTok frame as well and a visual hook. But this bottle looks just like what you'd see on TikTok. I wonder if they're doing like some kind of a Google image search that's actually allowing them to make these more accurate, because this is extremely accurate for a TikTok video. And the only thing I said here was authentic TikTok UGC ad style. I didn't actually say use a TikTok overlay. So this is really cool. If we zoom in, the reflection on the eyes, the bottle, this is pretty much indistinguishable from what's real and what's not. This one's a bit more blurry, kind of grainy, and it kind of looks like a fake grainy. It has that kind of fake AI graininess, where this one is like spot on. And the next one is YouTube thumbnails. Now this one, of course, I took personal interest in, because if you can make thumbnails easier, then that'll save you a massive amount of time. This one's crazy to me because if we look at Nano Banana here, it can't even really get the graphic correct. He's pointing in the wrong direction. None of this is actually a good YouTube thumbnail. But then when we see this one, the expression, the pointing, the text, everything was laid out so clean. And if we look at how simple the prompt is, it's literally just pointing aggressively at a laptop screen showing a green line graph. And look, laptop screen, green line graph. Easy for GPT Image 2. But if we look at Nano Banana, it still struggles. It just looks stupid. But yeah, you can easily sell good quality converting thumbnails for $30 to $50 a piece. And the next one is LinkedIn profile pictures. This is also massively important because a lot of people still don't know that they can just use AI, or they're using AI and it looks absolutely awful. The prompt for this is just 31-year-old man, sharp navy blue blazer over a white dress shirt, ultra realistic. And this is a very interesting one. Anytime we're trying to replicate real photography, I'm actually including in the prompt shot on Canon 5D Mark IV, 85mm, all these details so that it knows to make it photorealistic. And then we're actually giving it a camera. So however these models work, they can go and do the research and actually use that as reference for how that lens works, right? How that shot looks, and actually give you the exact style that you want. And I think if we look here, this one was a bit closer. If we actually zoom in, I think it actually still kind of looks like AI, whereas Nano Banana may have actually won on this one. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments, but I think this image generation was probably the weakest for ChatGPT. The next one that I thought of was club and nightlife promotion. You have all these places that you want to see people at, right? People want to see people in order to go by. It's the only reason why you'd even go somewhere is because you think it's popping. You think it's super popular. So you can easily sell this for $500 an event or more, depending on the location, or run someone's social media and actually be able to use real pictures of venues and then use that as reference for something like Nano Banana even, because I think this is still realistic enough. Now, if you zoom in on people's faces, it just can't handle it. It really just can't handle it. But if we look at GPT Image 3, I mean, this is absolutely insane. I mean, this might need to be covered up here because as far as you zoom in, it still looks like real people. If you frequent a spot and you see an image like this, and it looks like the exact place, let's say this is an exact replica, the exact same place you go to every couple of weeks, right? You're not going to know the difference because all the people in the foreground, I think that's what it's called, right? Foreground, they all look real. Especially her. Everyone here looks real. Clear winner is ChatGPT, but yeah, this is a fantastic opportunity for anybody who throws events. I know promotion is massive, especially on social media, and you'd be surprised just how creative you can really get with these. Crowds are a massive thing, and maybe a little bit later on we'll test something like a stadium because I was really impressed with that. Next one is luxury real estate listings. $500 per listing. That's just a random number that I threw out. You can easily charge way more depending on, again, how accurate. So what I would do for all of these, anything where we need reference, you simply just go around, take pictures, and then upload those to Nano Banana or ChatGPT. Very soon, you'll actually be able to upload reference images on kie.ai, or if you just go straight to GPT, you can, and you can use any setting that you want. You could have it be winter time, summer, beautiful sunset, just like this, however you want it to look, and how much more appealing are those images, right? Any of the little faults or mistakes that you might make in a picture, and any little blemishes, you can just erase those and make it look absolutely brilliant. Then we have a bit of secret sauce, okay? This is more along the lines of what you're gonna be learning inside my community. Link in the description where you learn how to automate your leads, content, and ads. Well, this is kind of along the lines of something that we might look into, right? Before and after transformations. $200 to $400 per property. More likely, you know, who really knows, because you could be running ads for this company using these before and after images. You can be doing website images. It's really up to you. However, massively valuable because you really think the local business owner actually knows how to do this. Of course not. But look at the difference. So we have Nano Banana. This one I think looks okay. The dead giveaway for me that it's AI is the fact that it even improved the neighbors' yards. However, would the average person scrolling through here really be able to tell? I'm not sure. If someone were to use this in an ad, I don't know. But then we come over to our boy ChatGPT over here, and they just understand the mission. They didn't change the neighbor's yard. The only yard that was improved is the actual backyard. You don't have to necessarily use this as ads, but if we're showing this to a customer, let's say that, you know, they can't decide on what style pool they want. So instead, we just go out to the house, take pictures, and show them the different styles. Think about how much easier that is. Then we have local business ads. These images are absolutely ridiculous. Look at the comparison. So the prompt is an Instagram food ad, extremely close up of a plate of spaghetti carbonara, glossy egg yolk sauce coating every strand. Ayo. Fork twirling past mid-action, shot on, again, we have the camera, Canon 50mm f1.2, whatever that means. But more importantly, we have this text here, which both of them actually got correct. I'm really glad that we're kind of at the point now with image AI that it can actually successfully generate text. I think both of these look pretty good, but let's get a quick close up. So we have Nano Banana. It's making me hungry just looking at it. Pixels on a screen are giving me a physical reaction. But then we just look at this one. Oh my gosh. You think this is a good AI image over here with Nano Banana. You're like, okay, this is good. But then we look at ChatGPT and it just takes it to the next level. This is something that every restaurant would absolutely pay for. You take pictures of their current food and we use that as a reference to ChatGPT, or we generate some images from scratch. If you're hungry and you're scrolling, if you're running ads for your client, you understand how to run ads. Like I teach in my community, you run the ads and now you're showing up to people who are actually hungry with these images. Kind of a no-brainer here. Then we have wedding content. You could still hire a photographer for an event, but what if you just want it to look better? Weddings, let's face it, right? It's for the lady. She wants to show off to her friends, to her family. Why not make the images look way better than they actually are using AI? And Google Nano Banana just doesn't come close. Now, apparently they just launched the 4th generation of their new image model, but it's not available on kie.ai. This used to be considered an extremely impressive image, but now with GPT, that's a photograph. If you show somebody that, that's an image. That's a picture. Maybe the lady's face in the back. No, even then it's ridiculous. Same thing with real estate staging. Most normal realtors need high quality photos. So if you can help to enhance that with AI, they're happily going to pay you lots of money per listing, especially if you have a drone. You can take a couple pictures from every different angle and then just upload those to AI. Then we have Airbnb listing photos. Take the pictures, let the AI just make them look a little bit nicer. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to lie to people. Just make it look nicer. Edit the photos with AI. It's a billion times better than spending 20, 30 minutes per photo trying to perfect it. The next example is fitness and gym ads. Look at how realistic this is. So we have Nano Banana on the right, ChatGPT on the left. We zoom in the forearms. It looks pretty legit. It's got the veins popping. Dude looks jacked. Then we come over here and something about it takes things to the next level. Look at how that's the area that I'm noticing the most difference wise. See what I mean by these lines? It tries to imitate pores, but that just doesn't look realistic at all. That looks awful in my opinion. But then when we come over to GPT, they've got it down. It actually looks like real hair follicles. It looks real. You're talking about from a glance. From a glance, does this not look completely real? And look how clean that is. I also really like the text. The common theme is that GPT just seems to look more in touch and actually understand angles as well. This is the most stock footage BS image ever that you could possibly use. And we see even more of that here at these event flyers. Look at the difference in quality. Nano Banana, this is shallow. This is like a kindergartner just found out about Photoshop and they decided to just go crazy. And then you have GPT, just like an experienced designer. I didn't tell it to do any of this. If you read the prompt, I barely even told it what to put on here and it just knows what looks most aesthetically pleasing. So far, GPT is absolutely blowing Nano Banana out of the water. Another example would be podcast cover art or album cover art, something along these lines. You can easily sign up for a Fiverr account, Upwork account, and start offering images like this. And this would also fall into the category of logos as well. This Nano Banana, again, it's just shallow. But then we look at GPT and it looks so branded and clean. The next idea would be viral animal content accounts. Or maybe if you're not the most ethical person, you could do news stories or articles like we see that are complete clickbait. You've probably seen these where you have like a carousel. The first carousel image is like this, unlikely companions. And then the next few pages of the article just saying a bunch of nonsense. But to actually look at the image, I think this is another one where Nano Banana may have beat GPT. But the prompt was National Geographic style. I like this one to the right better than the left. I think this looks more National Geographic than this one, only because it has the text and everything. But if you actually look at this image, it almost looks so real that it's fake. The next one is car dealership ads. And I know this sounds kind of repetitive, but I mean, just look how insane this is. Drive your dream, 0% APR this weekend only. Look how clean that is. And compare that to this one. What are we doing over here? What is this? This looks awful. GPT, I don't know what they're cooking up over there, but it's something special. The next one, dating app profile pictures. I personally know people who do this. You can easily charge people to generate extremely realistic photos. People wouldn't even be able to tell. I mean, girls wear makeup. 99% of the people who watch this channel are guys anyways. This is a great play. Not that I know personally. The next example is luxury fashion ads. And if we look at this image by Nano Banana, it does look good, right? The lighting, the reflection, the cobblestone, I like it a lot. But again, GPT, I mean, this looks straight out of some Giorgio Armani shit. This is incredible. The level of detail on every single thing. Tell me this doesn't look like a photo. Brands used to spend thousands of dollars for images and they still do for models who are wearing their clothing. But if you could just give the AI enough really good examples of what it should look like, then it's going to very easily be able to take that exact model. Think about how much more you can get out of that single shoot. You take one picture of that person, of course, you make sure that they're allowing you to do this, or you can just create your own AI model and don't have to worry about actually dealing with real people. The next one is tattoo studio mockups. The next one is tattoo studio mockups. I haven't heard anybody talk about this. How many people do you think who are getting a tattoo done would want to see, the thing that's going to be on them permanently forever before they actually do it? How many people do you think would actually want to see that? And if you own a shop or you go to shops like this, I guess anything that they're doing aesthetically, how many people would actually want to see what those results will probably look like through the use of AI? Well, I know I would. For example, like for one of my companies, when we had our truck wrapped, it's the same thing. If I could actually visibly see that's what it's going to look like, let's tweak this from a design standpoint, this changes everything. And the next one that I wanted to test, because this is one that I've had a lot of experience with, is the before and after look for a cosmetic brand. I'm sure you've seen these all over TikTok and Instagram where they have the before and afters, and it's like very blatantly, obviously AI. So I wanted to see if it would still be the case now with the new GPT Image 2. But Nano Banana, I don't know. Would this fool your grandma? Maybe. Perhaps. They do add before and after. And if you remember all the way back up with the TikTok video, they also showed the TikTok frame. But this looks pretty good. This looks okay. Definitely completely unrealistic. I mean, there's no scarring. She just went from tons of acne to none. The GPT image just looks way more realistic. Especially if we zoom in. Like, you can still see pores. You can still see some kind of remnants of the fact that there was acne there. You can see the spots. If I'm scrolling through and maybe this girl's face is turned a little bit and there's a before and after, I can't really tell the difference. This one is just blatantly obvious, but does the target audience really care? No, right? Because any audience like that, they're just looking for a solution. They're probably going to end up convincing themselves at the end of the day. I'm interested to see what happens when Google actually releases their new image model. If you want to learn more about AI automation and automating your content, lead flow, and ads, and actually use AI for something productive, I'll have a link to my paid community down in the description. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.